to have a Facebook or Twitter account, but how well do these sites protect personal information? Just listen to these very scary statistics. Every day, there are 600,000 attempts to hack into Facebook accounts. That means one every 140 milliseconds. 150,000 new malware programs are created every single day to attack you on social networks. That's an increase of 60% over last year, and twice as many people are worried more about identity theft than a physical attack on their body. So is there anything you can do to protect yourself with these very scary statistics swirling about us? Joining me now is internet security expert Hemanshu Nigam, the founder and CEO SSP Blue. Thank you for joining us, Hemu.
Hi, Shabani. Thanks for having me.
Well,
I have to tell you.
Go ahead.
I was going to say those are shocking numbers, but I have to tell you 2011 has really been what I call the year of cybercrime. And frankly, when social media, when you have more than, 10% of the population on Facebook alone, criminals love to go where the people are. And that's where they are, and that's where they're going to go.
And we see this on so many different platforms, whether it be social networks, whether it be on the mobile operating system. We just did a report earlier on today about Android. So let me ask you, Hemu, is it possible to be very socially active and yet still be safe at the same time?
Well, absolutely it is. And I think the way we should do this is if we think about 2011 being the year of cybercrime, think about 2012, especially with New Year's resolutions as the year to embrace cybersecurity. And one of the best guiding principles we can have is if you wouldn't do it in the real world, don't do it online. And then focusing specifically on things you can do in the social media environment. Let's start with the first one. Your privacy settings. A lot of us join a whole bunch of different sites and we don't actually check whether it's Facebook or Twitter or Foursquare or another site. We don't check what the defaults are, and it's really important to spend 5 minutes to control
Let me stop you. Hey, let me stop you there. What specifically does that mean? Because to our viewers, they don't understand. It's a little bit more complicated than that. So where exactly do you need to be going to change your security settings? Because I think part of the problem is that people falsely believe that when you're setting up your accounts, maybe you're inviting friends, that you already have the security mechanisms in place.
Well, the mechanisms are there. It's just a matter of how do you use it. So, for example, on a Facebook or a Twitter, go into the account settings, look for privacy. If you don't know where it is, just search on their internal toolbar that says, put in privacy settings, and it'll pop up right there, and go through those and see how much information you're sharing, whether people can become your friends and get or comment on your profile. All of those different types of things have been built for your protection. You have to use them and take that 5 minutes to do so.
Okay, so what's the next tip you have out there for our viewers?
Well, another thing is, a lot of times when we go online, especially on social media sites, we get what I call click happy. When we see something, we click it. A friend says, hey, a store is having 99 cents off in the next hour. Click now to get your discount. You got to ask yourself, in the real world, would your friend really do that? Would they care about sending you something like that? And if that behavior doesn't seem normal, don't fall for it, because it usually means your friend has been compromised, and now the bad guy is trying to get to their friend circle, hoping to spread that kind of a virus or a worm or something bad.
And the last thing that, Hemu, that our viewers need to do today?
And finally, especially since it's holiday season, we love to tell people when we're going on vacation, and yet in the real world, we do the opposite. We tell people, oh, we have the garbage can removed, the paper's not in the driveway, the lights go on at night. But then we go on a Facebook page and we say, hey, I'm going to be gone. And 78% of burglars admitted that they were looking at Facebook, Twitter, and Foursquare to target their next burglary victim. That's a huge number, and it should be a lesson to all of us.
You know what I did on my last vacation, Hemu? I waited until I returned back from my vacation to post my pictures because I didn't want people to know that I was in India, didn't want to become a target. It sounds like that I was right in my decision making. Thank you very much.
Exactly right. Thanks
Great action-oriented tips that everyone can do today, and that's exactly why we had you on. Hemanshu Nigam from SSP Blue, thank you.